Good morning, good afternoon. Kim Migalis joining you live from Ontario. It is noon here, already July 3rd. I can't believe how the week is going by so fast. So I've been using Painterly Pears all week. I don't know if you've been following along. It's a beautiful collection. I truly love it. I don't know if you do. Is it on your list? I would love to know. If you're watching me live, please say hello and please share where you're from. Not everybody knows where you're from, so that's kind of fun to do. And if you're catching the replay, please say replay. So I don't know if you've liked and followed along this week. This is a collection that is part of the online exclusive. So it is part of the online exclusive that's available to customers since July 1st, so brand new. The collection comes with this beautiful bundle. It's called Perfectly Pears, and then you get all these dies right here. I've die cut them to show you, and it is also disponible en français, so available in French for you, my French customers. I saw that it was back ordered, the stamp set, only the stamp set, but coming back the week of July 7th. I don't know if it's back yet or not, mais juste regardez ou pouvez m'envoyer un message. So here is the colors that I've been guiding myself all week to share with you, and it's a beautiful set of color combination that coordinates with this beautiful paper that you see right here. You probably don't see it all because it's so far, but anyways, Secret Sea, Petal Pink, Old Olive, Mossy Meadow, Darling Duckling, as well as Basic Gray. So these two colors here are part of our new in colors for this year, well actually the next 2 years, so I do truly love them. The ribbon, exquisite, very good with the Perfectly Pears, but also beautiful for fall as well as Christmas. It will be excellent. It's a combination of Mossy Meadow with gold. You flip it on the opposite side, it's a bit darker, so you get to see both sides. It also, the suite comes with these dots. And this as well is a color combination of Darling Duckling and Mossy Meadow, I would say, and Secret Sea. So these, you can all see them on my blog. It's kimmigalis.com. I've been linking everything that I've used all week long, as well as the products used. And then the beautiful designer series paper is right here. Hello, Natalie. I don't know if Natalie's still in Scotland, Ireland. She was traveling in Europe, so I'm not too sure if she's back or not, but anyways, I miss you. Anyway, so also the Painterly Pears Suite Collection, if you go on my blog, you get to have the option of purchasing 12 tutorials. You'll get all 12 with that exact same collection, and it's only $20. It will adjust to your currency, so lucky you if you're from another country, because Canadian money often is very cheap for you, so you could get this tutorial a lot cheaper, so that's nice. If you're part of my team, you get this tutorial for free, so you could just check. I've uploaded in our file system, so you could get, and you could also see a live video on my team page that shares about this collection. So Natalie says that she's back. She's probably jet lagged and exhausted from traveling to Europe, but what a great opportunity for her and her husband to travel. If you're a customer, I've already started sending them out. So if you've purchased for $65, you're getting this tutorial for free. So please do not purchase it. If you're a demonstrator, you can purchase it. No problem at all. So it's pretty fun, actually. It's very good. Hello, Paul. I'm having a good day. Actually, last night we ran out of power. The weather's been very crazy here in Ontario, and we ran out of power, and I was like, oh, what if I was live and then we ran out of power? So today, I don't know if you could see, it's a little gloomy today. Well, I'm hoping we're not going to run out of power again, because I hear thunder. So if you see me disappear, you'll know exactly why. It's crazy. Also, good news, my furniture from Regina, Saskatchewan is going to be leaving there July 15th. I can't wait to give you a tour of my studio here. I'm revamping lots of things, and I'm just waiting for my furniture to get back as well, just so I can just organize everything. I like to see you guys and face you guys, so most likely I will be able to do so once my island comes. What did I do yesterday when we ran out of power? I die cut a bunch of things, but today my neck is sore. It's the silliest thing. So if you want to catch Tuesday's replay, you get to see this little money holder. It's kind of fun. It's a belly band. It slides off, so you could just go back and catch that replay. Yesterday we chit-chatted and we made mini cards because it's my obsession, as well as these designer series paper coordinating envelopes that we did that. And then I thought for today we could do the coordinating box, just because you're going to be saying to me, Kim, what do I do with these big envelopes? How do I package these? So I just want to show you a coordinating box that you could make, as well as maybe other minis. This is great. I like to do this just to use all my leftovers. It's kind of fun to do so it's a great option. I got 2 sheets of paper this morning, and I don't know if I have my scoring board up here, but the first one, I suggest when we're doing a box that you use thick, basic white cardstock. So this is 6 by 6. I just want to see something. I do have it here, so I'm just going to use my trimmer instead. We're going to grab this piece right here. So I said 6 by 6, and at 1 1/4, you're gonna score all 4 sides. Here we go, as simple as that. So I feel like when I'm using this scoring board, it has more of a precise score, but maybe that's just me. Your second layer, I use petal pink, but you could use any of these colors that come with your color combo. The reason why I continue with the petal pink is because I use this pattern and I want to be able to lay this pattern on top. So that's why I chose that one. Look at which designer series paper you're going to be using and then just coordinate, okay? So I wanted to continue with this one. I feel like it has that shabby chic look and it just blends beautifully with my collection, but any of them would work perfectly. I just want to get you guys a little closer today. Let's see if that helps. Now our top piece, so the petal pink for me, or which one you decide to choose, has to be 6 1/16. So 6 inches and 1/16 by 6 inches and 1/16, because we want that lid to be a little bit looser, so it goes on top. And if you love giving treats, this will not only hold your mini cards and envelopes, but it will also hold any kind of chocolate treats and stuff. So you could repeat this exact design for Halloween projects, Christmas projects, baked goods, little treats like that. So it's a lot of fun. So I got these 2 pieces here. Now you will need to do a little bit of cutting, so I'm gonna cut. I like to follow the same side, so now let's just switch on the opposite right here and cut the opposite side. So we had a fun morning. I have a coffee. I normally go outside, sit out when there's not too many mosquitoes, and my dog, Riley, golden retriever, white, the sweetest puppy ever, decided to start running after a fox in our yard. And our backyard is all fenced, so don't know how the fox got in. It must have been a skinny fox, but it was a situation where Riley was running after the fox, Mommy was running after Riley, And yep, suddenly we live in the country, the fox went into the bush, and that was on. So then a little later on, I take her out again before I decide to do my live, and here we are. It's a turkey. So there's turkeys in our backyard, and she decides that she's gonna run after the turkeys. The turkeys are flying everywhere, just going up. So here I am again, because turkeys could be really mean and bite back or scratch dogs or peck at the dogs. So Riley running after the turkeys, mommy running after Riley. It was quite the scene, actually. So Paul is saying, love that you have die cut card stock that coordinates with the DSP and put a ring. Genius. So that's something I did for the Creativity Now. So I was a presenter at Creativity Now, and to show all the demonstrators for my presentation, I had done this, but in the blue tones. So something I'll have to share with you a little later on. I don't know where it is, but anyways, it was on the other one. So I decided to do that so you get to see a great view. Paul's saying that the turkey would taste better than the fox. I don't know. I don't want to taste neither. That's how it is. And then my husband being away, once we ran out of power because we're in the country, I had to check like the sump pump and the pool and the bunch. So I had a honey to-do list of things that I had to check in the house. So now I'm just trimming my corners. If you have a circle punch, the next step where you can do is just slit a half circle on each side, and that gives you that layaway that you can just grab on the sides, like, you know, when you want to open a box. I do that often. Do I have a box? Something like this where you would just grab and do a hole on each side, so you can do that for sure. So I'm assuming if ever you're from the US, do you have any big plans for tomorrow? It's the 4th of July. We normally get invited to the embassy and go celebrate the 4th of July there, but with my husband being away, I wouldn't get an invite on my own. It's him that gets the invitation, so we don't get to celebrate this year. There we go. So there you have it. So we have this portion. And now grab your bone folder, give it a nice big tug. Now you see that it is quite larger than my 3x3 note card. And the reason why is I wanted to fit the envelopes that I shared with you today. So, yesterday, sorry. So this is just gonna close like this for our lid. We're going to do the same part for the other side. I don't know, do many of you live in the country, or are you city people that you don't need to do any of those little things when you run out of power? And we don't have a generator yet. It's on my husband's list of things that he wants, but you'll have to get a generator for sure, because as we go, the weather has been crazier here in Canada. Okay, so here we go. Just gonna add a little bit of this. If you are part of my email list, you'll see I have a class that I will be sharing. I have extra kits because it's my monogram class. My order was sent to the other province, the other house in Regina. Then my husband came and flew home with a big luggage full of things for me. And I thought my 6x6 paper was in there. It wasn't, so I had to reorder some. So now I have extra kits. So you'll get to see, it's part of my monthly club kit. If ever you want one, you'll be able to get that. The opportunity, or if you just want the tutorial, I'll list the tutorial as well. So I have extra kit because it went to the wrong house, which is not fun. But at the end of the month, everything's going to be in this house, so it should be back in order. Okay, so we've got our lid here. And like I always share, this glue, I'm using the green glue, is temporary glue until it dries. So you normally have to hold it a little longer. Here we go. So I'm giving it that extra nudge. Hello, Sonia. I think Sonia lives like probably an hour from me. I'm thinking that not too far, right? Okay, so here we go. This is our box. So we have this part done. Now you'll see my 3x3 note card fits just like there's a lot of space, but I needed that space because of the envelopes from yesterday. Okay. So now let's just mount the choice of designer series paper that you chose. This is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So I'm just going to add it on right here. Perfect. So now I wanted to feature that beautiful ribbon. It's gorgeous on both sides. And going to tie it up. So this ribbon is the ribbon that we'll be able to remove whenever you want to. And now I'm just going to make my bow. Hello, Dawn. How are you? Did you celebrate Canada Day with your family? I think I saw pictures that you were celebrating. Here we go. So we have this portion right here. Since this week I'm featuring the stylish shape guys, I did go with the number 3, so our third one right here. Also using a trio punch, so this is the 1/8, so I'm gonna do a little hole just like this. And this is just gonna come as a tag right here. Now, let's use Darling Duckling, that new in color. Have you ordered Darling Duckling, or you're like, I'm not the yellow type of person, it's not my jam? I love it. I actually adore it. So now I'm just gonna grab this little piece just because I want to remove a little bit of it. And I'm just going all yellow today. What I discovered is when you're using your stamping blends, the Petal Pink, the dark one, blends so good with the Darling Duckling. So I'm just adding a couple of specks. It has that beautiful look right there. Now let's pull our die cuts. So the die cuts are here. Here are my images. I've already die cut a branch in just basic white and added some color. So we're just gonna lay this piece on our top right there. I also die cut these little flowers. So these are part of the paper. So if you purchase the paper, I had shared earlier this week that this die fits right on there, as well as your pear, as well as the leaf and the baby pears right here. So that is genius. Don't want to stamp? That's what you can do. So we're just going to layer this little piece here. Before, I do want to add a little bit of specks like I normally do, because that's what I like to do. Perfect. So we got this part. And now this little branch is just going to lay right. I'm just going to tweak it like right here. Grab some dimensionals. So I've already gone die cut this little piece of flower. It's just gonna lay right here. And now I'm gonna snip my end. And I save these. I save these to make my mini cards and so on. So if you're not that much into the pears, the option of having this one is also cute, where you're adding flowers instead. You can tweak it up. That's a different thing that you can do. So this time we're gonna grab our linen thread, and I am gonna slide it in here like this, and then poke it back out. There we go, just like this. So it will tuck or tie itself just around here, like and just make a knot. You see my big fingers here, but pretty tight, but try to loop it in as close as you can to your bow. And then I'm just gonna knot it and cut the excess off. There we go. I'm telling you, it's like super dark, like we're gonna have another storm here. My husband's flying in, and he was like, I don't know if I want to go. The time that I'm going to be home, he's like, it's going to be bad weather all week. So I don't know if you're getting good weather, or if you're getting like us, like these rainy storms. Okay, so we have this part here. Now, greetings in French, greetings in English. There's lots of choices. Hello, thank you, friend. A good friend is a gift, and so on. I've just stamped on, I'm just going to use the hello and use my little scrap pieces of paper right here. So using Darling Duckling, and I'm just going to stamp it here. I've already gone ahead and added with my blending brush that Darling Duckling. I'm telling you, it's like I'm stamping in the dark right now. Crazy. Okay, so you could cut it as a square, or you could also die cut it with that little baby one that comes with the collection, and then just add it here. I've done a little wing on this one, so you get to see I just V-cut it here. And I might just place it somewhere. I'm just trying to figure, here would be cute. Just in here. So there you have this tiny box. I'm going to show you the other one. Where is it? This one has the pears on there with our little coordinating blings. So you get to see both. And now, if I slide this part off, just want to share that our envelopes fit. Yesterday's envelope fit perfectly in there. These are great little gifts that you could do for your customers, for your hostesses, whatever you would like. And then you could just add all your little baby cards. I made some extra ones I had left over for this one. I decided to trim off the lower end, and because I had scrap pieces of designer series paper, you could just add them like this on the inside. So this one was with a larger pear. This one also has that larger pear look right there. And then we had yesterday the this or that. And then they all fit in here. So how fun is it to be able to offer this sweet collection and use all your excessive like designer series paper that you have? Kind of hard to fit everything in here. Do you like to give little gifts? And maybe I could just pull this one off right there. Are you a gift giver? Little packages. Our postage in Canada is very pricey, so whenever you're sending a parcel, it's like normally like $20, whatever. So wherever it's going, pretty near that. I encourage you to make these little note cards with all your leftover designer series paper. Make this coordinating box, use and do your envelopes as well. Here we go. Yesterday I had shared that you could just tuck in here. And my other envelopes, I think they're in here, but you get what I mean, right? The entire set. Oh, so Jacqueline is saying, Kim, love these. Dawn is saying, super cute gift. Yes, so, and I also wanted to share, if you didn't like the pear as much, I wanted to share you the option that you could just add the flowers instead. And you could also use the baby flowers. So when I'm purchasing things from Stampin'Up, I'm always looking at the opportunities of what we can do with the dies. So it's not only the pears, I could use these branches for something else, another set, all these little flowers as well. These are great for your your sentiments, greetings, as well as this one. Like, so look at the big view, the big portrait of it all, and then you could start making all your little cards. Gosh, let me see. I didn't want to undo this bow, but I will have to because I tucked. So here are my other mini cards. And when you're designing your own envelopes that I shared yesterday, then you have the option of seeing the beautiful pattern paper that comes on both sides, which is always a challenge with Stampin' Up! Paper because it's so cute that I never know which side to use, but when you're making your own envelopes. These could also be all tied together, but they all fit in that box and you could layer quite a bit. Well, thank you for watching. Please put a like, post your comments, share with everyone. And tomorrow I have another project to share with you featuring this collection. It will be my last for this week. It's not my last to create with this collection just because I will be hosting a different class from it because it's so great. But I just wanted to share. You'll also want to look at the online exclusive. There are other things. I love that they've added some fall products as well as holiday products. My Club in the Bale that's going to be coming in will be featuring Christmas. So it's a Christmas in July kit to go that's going to be coming. So you'll want to look into that. I'm just waiting on something to come in as part of my products. So once it does, then I'll be able to list and give you a little sneak peek. Enjoy your day, everyone. Bye-bye.